Thank you, Nora. And now let's use that as a segue to what might be a heated exchange between MSNBC political analysts Pat Buchanan and Rachel Maddow. And Pat, I'll posit this out, and then you can throw it back at me. You can throw it at Rachel. You can do what you want with it. That to some degree, that number that we saw about where people who are concerned about however you want, I'm not even going to characterize what this issue is. We're talking about people who are in the country illegally. That there is not one Republican candidate who really has a clear position on it, and thus the electorate, the Republican electorate, is also mighty confused about it.
You have a point there, Keith, in this sense. All of the Republicans have gotten well on the issue. A little while ago, Rudy was a sanctuary city guy. McCain is an amnesty guy, though he denies it. Huckabee has a position aiding students who are illegal aliens. I'm not one who believes this situation is chaotic. I think we are approaching real clarity here. And what Nora said, that the issues are turning to the economy and illegal immigration. Again, those are the weak suits of McCain, who is strong on national defense and national security. And if Huckabee is out, or is moving out or down, and if Thompson is moving down, and if Rudy doesn't make it in Florida, I think you see a battle, again, as I mentioned, between Romney and McCain, with Romney moving as the anti-Washington candidate, the mess in Washington, the outsider, the fresh face, tough on immigration, and starting to move tough on the jobs issue and the trade issue. And those, for me, are really the populist issues that can move the Republican Party away from this mess in D.C. and can possibly win this election.
Pat, I think that we're still left with this question, though, of who on the Republican side gets the Lou Dobbs vote, who gets the anti-illegal immigrant vote. I mean, I know that your own sister left Tom Tancredo's campaign, for which immigration was the signature issue. Babe Buchanan, your sister, left that campaign and went to Mitt Romney's campaign. Up until that point, I don't think anybody would have said that Mitt Romney was going to get the anti-immigrant vote. I think this is one of those issues that may be a bit of a phantom on the Republican side. If illegal immigration was really driving the race, then Tancredo wouldn't be out and your sister would still be with him.
No, I will tell you what happened is they all sound like Tom Tancredo now, and they all do. But my sister went, let me tell you, spoke with Romney for an hour and a half, and Tancredo was in the meeting, and they grilled him on the issue, and they were astounded at how hard his positions were. Now, if you get it down to McCain and Romney, there isn't any doubt who's got the upper hand on this toughest issue, in the best issue the Republicans have in the primaries and in the general election.
But Pat, how can his position on this be so hard when he's repeatedly hiring illegal immigrants to work on the lawn at his own mansion? I mean, Romney just doesn't seem to have the bona fides on this, and I'm wondering if this has become an internal Republican Party politics discussion that's not actually driving elections. People who are running on this platform aren't winning.
Let me tell you, Rachel, if what you were saying had any truth to it, Spitzer would not be at 30%. Hillary Clinton would not have run for the hills on her driver's license thing. For heaven's sakes, this is the hottest issue in the country, and it is somewhat up for grabs, but McCain can't grab it. Hillary can't grab it because she's winning the entire Hispanic vote, and she's going to rely on that against Obama. It is open, and the one guy that can win it is Romney.
Hold on, Pat, Rachel, let me throw in something here to look at this from the other end of the telescope or the microscope. If that other stat came out of the exit polling that suggests that the voters in South Carolina, their favorite resolution to this is to expel people who are in this country illegally, whether or not that's a practical solution, it seems to sort of not be part of this equation. Pat, take this one step further. Answer me, why do you think, as I sometimes suspect, that Republican voters who believe that's the way things are going to be resolved are to some degree being sold a bill of goods by their own candidates, because that's not likely to happen just geographically, demographically, militarily. How are you going to do it?
Well, here's what you do, is first you say no amnesty, and that gives McCain a problem, because he's got about 10 million whom he will basically amnesty. And the way the conservatives, or what do you call the restrictionists, say is you start deporting illegal aliens who are drunk drivers, felons, scofflaws, all of that. And what you do with the rest is you crack down on the businesses, and by attrition, the illegal aliens will leave and they will not come in. And the border security fence is working to a degree. I don't think anybody thinks we're going to start rounding up nannies by the hundreds of thousands and send them home. But if you crack down on businesses, and that is the approach they're going to take, and that is one that's going to work, and it will work against the Democrats because, again, from what we saw tonight, Hillary, for heaven's sakes, is winning 3-1 among Hispanics. That is the biggest demographic that's growing west of the Mississippi River, and that's a winner for Hillary.
What's happening? What's happening?
Rachel, I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt. We've got to wrap the hour up. It still, to me, seems like
attrition.
Well, all right, attrition. It seems like a 100-year program, whatever. Chris and I will be back along with the entire crew with much more from South Carolina, where the race is still too close to call between John McCain and Mike Huckabee. That may change. We'll find out when we rejoin you.